We now go back to reports of insecurity in tertiary institutions in the country. Now, joining me to discuss the recent reports, disturbing trend, I have Abubakar Kari, the Associate Professor of Political Sociology and Dean of Student Affairs at the University of Abuja. Many thanks for joining me. Now, recent reports indicate the return of insecurity in schools, just when we thought the situation was improving. Now, why do you think that this is happening?
Well, there are so many reasons for the spike in the insecurity across the campuses. In the first place, it depends on the campus, and it depends on what the issues are. But I think most of the problems have to do with activities of undesirable groups. There is also the issue of vices, that is, the involvement of students in certain activities, very, very dangerous, like secret cultism, abuse of drugs, the activities of the Yahoo boys, and the tendency of them to be recruited by politicians to perpetrate all sorts of nefarious activities. So the reasons are quite many. As I mentioned, it depends on the campus.
Now, you mentioned cultism as one of the reasons why this the violence is increasing. Now, the murder of the UNIBEN final year student has created another scare as regards cultism in educational institutions. Now, what do you think can be done to curb cultism in the country?
Well, I think first and foremost, the authorities must be alive to their responsibilities. But so it takes a lot of planning, it takes the involvement of stakeholders, including parents, police, the courts, and so on and so forth. But within the campus, I think first and foremost, what needs to be done is sensitization. The students must be sensitized adequately to refrain from getting involved in it. It should also be made very, very clear that there is zero tolerance as regards cultism, like what we do at the University of Abuja. It attracts instant expulsion from the university and handing over of the alleged culprits to the security agents. So there should be no tolerance for it, absolutely. And it should be very, very clear to the students that anybody who is involved will not be spared, no matter where he or she comes from. There should also be provision of certain escapes, as I would call them, because sometimes students get involved in cultism for lack of something to do. So the authorities need to provide certain things, need to provide major sporting activities, entrepreneurial activities, and so on, so that the students will have something to do. And one of the things we do here at the University of Abuja is right from the admission process, we look out for potential troublemakers and we put them out. We also do some kind of interview, not necessarily interviews in order to get to the university, but we watch the character, comportments, and activities of certain students. And of course, university authorities must liaise with the relevant security agencies, particularly the police and the Department of State Security, in order to fish out and instantly deal with the culprits. So many things can actually be done.
Well, Abubakar Kari, Associate Professor of Political Sociology and Dean, Student Affairs at the University of Abuja, many thanks for lending your thoughts and for your time.